What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and it's been some time since your boy Duty dropped a commentary video, but here it is. I know it's a few days late, my apologies, but of course it's the summer of Duty where your boy Duty's doing some traveling, and I just haven't had that much time to do commentary style videos or streams, but that's going to be changing actually. In about a week, next week, I should be streaming again a couple days a week, and I should be doing commentary style videos every day, so hope you guys look forward to that kind of positive content. But of course, it's your favorite segment, my favorite segment. It's the segment of the week where we take a look at DSP's financial data, and we take a look. We make sure that one, the business is sound; two, that our boy Phil had enough money for his day off, and of course, mainly three, to keep Pig Roach accountable. So it was a pretty bang up week for our boy Phil. He hasn't had this kind of week in a long time. Big ups to the marathon and also the Keno Casino folks that came over during the marathon and stuck around and still providing Phil with some support. So yeah, our boy Phil last week worked 7 days of an extended work week, and yeah, he made out okay. I mean, if you average it out, it's, you know, if you take in consideration the marathon and that he streamed 7 days, if you take that out, then he had a meh week. But of course, we can't do that. We have to account for that. So yeah, so let's see how Phil did during the work week. So for the work week, Phil made $1,295 in tips, and most of that came from the marathon, where he pulled in $408, which is not that great for a marathon, but that's kind of what Phil is pulling in for marathon numbers. So it's kind of on par for previous marathon. He made $1,295 compared to $717 the previous week. And yeah, so that was a bump. That was a bump of nearly $500 for our boy Phil. So he definitely had plenty of money for Hogans and also for sushi dinners with a cat. For super chats, Phil made $563, and that's above normal. And of course, most of that came during the marathon, where he pulled in $257. And you compare that to the previous week, he made $318, so an increase of $240. So not bad for our boy Phil. In total, he pulled in $1,858 compared to $1,035 the previous week. So he had an increase of over 800 and, you know, 23 bucks. So yeah, our boy Phil raked in the cash, and of course, most of that came due in part to the marathon and also the buddy trolls over from Keno Casino. It'll be interesting to see how long that lasts. It's already showing signs of slowing down. Phil's first stream yesterday, he made okay, but nowhere near the numbers he was making since the marathon. So he's kind of back down to his regular amount of support. And I'm assuming that once they have that stream that they're planning to have next week, support should die out. I have a feeling our boy Phil is going to finally realize that this whole, you know, buddy trolling on him, he's gonna figure out what it is and pull out. He's gonna pull out very similar to what he did with Mike Clum. He's gonna wage quit. He's gonna wage quit the RTU streams and send Keno to Band World. I'm guessing that might be the case, but we never know. They might treat Phil very well next week, and he decides, all right, I'm gonna do the marathon, and then we'll see how things go from there. So, if we look at the totals for the month of July, Phil pulled in $5,352, which was less. Last month's support was less. It was one of the slower months of this year. So yeah, I mean, for being a summer, that's not bad for Phil. But of course, if you compare it to the previous month, it's just slightly below what he was making. So let's look at the views for the channel. So if you look at the views, our boy Phil made 518,000 views on DSP Gaming. He pulled in 44,000 on DSP Reacts, 26,000 on Throwback, for a grand total of 588,000 views, which is garbage. And again, your boy Duty always gives content. I pulled in for July 1.35 million views. So yeah, Phil, pretty sad. And I mean, you got 3 channels, and you can only pull in a little bit more than half a million views, Phil. That's pretty pathetic, man. Pretty pathetic. It was, again, one of his lower months. He's averaging this year between 500 and 600,000 views, which was a huge decrease from last year. Last year, he was pulling in between 6 and 700. So 100,000 views in under a year, and that's with another channel. So he went from having 2 channels to 3 channels, and he's still pulling in less views. Yet again, proving the fact that I've stated always, that he's just diluting his product. That's what he's doing. And just because he's getting a couple bucks for memberships on these 2 additional channels, it's not making up the fact that it's just taken away for DSP Gaming. He's essentially just stealing from Peter to pay Paul. The amount of money that Dens has never increases. It just gets allocated somewhere else. Anyway, so let's look at 2024. So for 2024, this year so far, Phil managed to pull in tips $31,296 compared to $36,892 in 2023. And then for super chats, he pulled in $11,043 for 2024. And then for 2023, he pulled in $14,527 for a grand total for 2024 so far of $42,339 compared to last year, where he made $51,248 for a whopping net decrease of 18%. Man, that number was like at 10% a couple weeks ago, and it already dropped to almost 20%. Negative 18%. Gets even worse when you look at 2024 to compare to 2022. So for 2024, Phil made $42,339 so far. And for that same time period in 2022, Phil made $54,468 for a net decrease, folks, of negative 23%. Man, it's bad. It's bad. And what else is going to be out there? I mean, he's going to be slow till mid-August, late August. And what? Star Wars Outlaw looks like crap. The Call of Duty Black Ops beta, that never brings him any real money. So what has he got going for him? He's going to wait till what, October, the hardcore gaming season? Oh man, these numbers are just going to get worse and worse. And I definitely can't wait to see how much Phil, the net deficit in income Phil is going to make between 2024 and 2023. It's going to be significant. And I know that Phil loves to paint a happy face or a happy picture on these numbers, but you can't get away from it, Phil. Numbers are numbers, and there's no way you can get around it. And let's not forget that the Argentinian memberships are still out there slamming his membership, so he's really not getting any income from that. There's no growth whatsoever on the membership side. Ad revenue is down because the views are down. And yeah, like I just said, he made 18% less in tips and super chats for 2024 from the previous year. So where exactly is Phil making up the money? Patreon? No. Patreon's always the same. You get Slayer dropping a couple $100 a month just to get some stupid react videos, and that's it. It doesn't change much, and it's not going to push the number up. So that's it, folks. That's all I have. Anyway, let's not forget, next week you guys will start seeing more commentary videos from your boy Duty, and it should be popping. And I'm probably going to schedule a couple of streams for next week, so it should be fun. So if you got nothing better to do, hop on. We'll catch up. We'll talk about the summer. We'll talk about the whole Kino Casino DSP arc that's popping. And yeah, that's all I have. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.